Hey guys, in my last video in which I was trying to explain how to bypass the mutation limits of dinos in Ark and how to fix your breeding situation in case you messed it up, I was pretty rambly and I wasn't really clear on the method of how to fix your breeding lines and also what the main core premise of the whole thing is. And so I'll try to explain it here. Um, I have here a few of my mutant dinos, the ones that I'm breeding right now. And I name the babies obviously after the number of points they have in each stat. So this one is my 191 points of stamina um, male baby. Now, if you notice, it's way past the mutation limit, meaning that its parent um, has also been way past the mutation limit. But if you can see, every single time I breed a male with a 0-0 female, I name them 0-0 to single them out, but this is the method. You're always going to breed males, no matter how many mutation points they have, with 0-0 females, and as long as you keep doing that, the babies always have a chance to mutate, and that chance is 50%. Not 50% chance to mutate, it's 50% chance that the baby will even be able to mutate. So basically, what is the core premise of the whole thing? Now, the way the game checks if a baby can mutate or not, and this is where most of the videos on YouTube are kind of misleading or not explaining this principle, which is basically the main principle of the whole thing. That is that the game doesn't really check the mutation points. It does one thing first before that, and that is it flips a coin, and it can land either on the father or the mother. In other words, there's a 50% chance that the mother's going to be selected and 50% chance that the father is going to be selected. And since the mother is always going to be able to have mutated offspring and the father is never going to be able to have mutated offspring, then let's say the game flips a coin. If it lands on the father, then the game says, okay, this baby cannot mutate. On the other hand, if the coin lands on the mother, it says this baby can mutate, regardless of how many mutation points the father has. So, this means that exactly 50% of your babies are mutatable. Not necessarily that they're going to get a mutation, but that they're mutatable, and the other 50% are not able to get mutations no matter what, so you could just throw them in the trash unless you're breeding them for another purpose or for them to just be, I don't know, random dinos that you, like meat shields or whatever. So the idea is you breed your males to 0-0 females, and if you get a baby with higher stats than the father, you just you raise it to become an adult, and then when it's an adult, you replace it with the father, and you start breeding it with the 0-0 females, and then again, about 50% of your babies are going to be mutatable. Those that got the mutation that you wanted, raise them and replace the father, and that way, slowly by slowly, the stats in the fathers are gonna be higher and higher, and you can take them to max stats. So I have, for example, let's see if I have any on me right now. Nope, no dinos on me. But let's say uh, stamina, which is what I'm breeding in my spinos, and right now in my sorry, and right now in my rock drakes, is the third stat down the line. I've already gotten to max melee and max health on both my Spino line and my Rock Drake line. But I only raise one stat at a time, and in the end what I do is I just breed the max stat males with max stat females, and then I get babies that have a chance of being born with both max stats, and I keep going on and on until I manage to max all of the stats. And that is how you can have that's how you can have super-dinos with max stats. By the way, the max stat is 254, so if your dino has an odd number of stat points, you can't always check that, but if you're using modded, you can. But if it has an odd number of stat points, like this one here with 191 stamina, then the max would be 253 instead. Because once it reaches 255, then that stat is screwed. So, let's say you have a dino that you messed up that is past the mutation limit, like this one, even though this is an intentional one and not a messed up one. But let's say you have one with 343 here and 343 on the other side, which is likely what you're having if you've searched for this video. You just take that and breed it to a bunch of 00 females. Okay, but what if it's a female? Okay, then breed it to a male, no matter how many mutation points it has, and try to get the same stat onto a male, and then use that as the father, breed it to 00 females. And the 00 females, keep in mind, they can be whatever level you want. You can go and catch wild low level so that you won't have to waste a lot of time in taming them, and just grab level 3, level 5, level 10, level 11 females, and as much as you want, they're easy to catch, and breed them to the father that is already past the mutation limit, and exactly half of the babies are going to be able to get mutations. So yes, it's only half of your babies, but if you want more babies, just breed the father with more females and you'll get more babies overall, and you can compensate for it that way. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. This video is significantly shorter than the last one, and I'll try to link to this one and the last one for those who come across the last one and it wasn't as clear. See you next time, guys.